was a common sight in the 80s and 90s. Not quite as frequent since, but it's back. Playoff football in the Bay Area here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl. And we've got a classic in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the San Francisco 49ers. For the right to head down to New Orleans for Super Bowl 58, it's NFC Championship time.
Come on now, let's go!
Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Defense, let's go. Mike 50, Mike 50. 65, 65. 38. Check, lucky.
On the handoff, it's Akers. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive, couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Check Mike 50. Go, go, go. Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
On the handoff, running left is Akers. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Mon looks to throw. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection.
Hey, Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Stop your body.
They'll run on first down with Akers. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd and 11.
Hey, come on now. Check 3, check 3. Hatchet.
They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down.
Here we go. 50, Mike 50.
Now Mon. That's into the hands of Akers, complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Off the play fake, Mon. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, 49ers. Paris Campbell, a 24-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have struck first in this NFC title game. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Now third down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Fields now to throw. Flushed out right. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. That was all great until the final act. Able to scramble, get the first, but he couldn't hang on to the football.
And as a former defender, I can tell you that when a quarterback scrambles and picks up a first down on third down, that's usually demoralizing for a defense. But when he coughs it up in doing so, elation results after that.
A new lease on life, so to speak.
No doubt about it.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Options galore here. Second and a few inches. On the give, this is Akers. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Go! Watch the safety creep! Shoot! Watch the shoot!
From the shotgun, here's a give to Akers. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Nice job there finding room to maneuver, and he worked his way into another first down. And look, they had great field position to start, but boy, they've done a nice job taking advantage of it.
Now they're just hoping to cap it off. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Mon going to throw it. They'll roll him out right. That's to the right side, complete to Kittle. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. From the 3, 2nd and a yard.
Watch the twist! Watch the twist! Alert 3, alert 3! Alert 3!
Now a give. Akers running left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Well, that was a unit that understood exactly where the first down marker was, handed it to their guy who could run it, created some space, and he got there.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
That's just me and you.
Akers. And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal.
They're right there at the 1. No gain, but don't let that stop you. Line back up and keep going at them. If I'm them, I'm thinking about going at it 4 straight times.
Off the option, here's Akers. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
That's a nice example of good team defense right there. Ball was snapped at the 1-yard line. They knocked him back and caused a loss. But you notice they were trying to find any type of a gap to run through. Wasn't one available, and they stuffed the play right there in the middle of the field.
And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. The 49ers are going to turn over to the special teams crew. The field goal unit is out there now. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So they wind up turning the turnover into points as they convert there for 3.
Yeah, that was a nice job there to force the fumble to recover, hand things over to their offense, and then the offense went down and got them 3. That alone, that's not enough to win a game, but both units able to do their jobs on these last 2 drives.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive. A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, coach. Break it down.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. And the Niners get there and bring him down. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken from just outside the 30. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, 49ers. There are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now that deserves a couple exclamation points.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
So following the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 25. From the gun, here's Fields. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll run with Etienne. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Nowhere for Fields to turn, and down he goes. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. After the sack on first down, Fields. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes, because you got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time, be able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Second and 10. Here's Mond. Being chased out left. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. The Rams go nickel here defensively on third. From the gun, here's Mond. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And now the Rams have got it. Going the other way. He's at the 50. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship, as we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game.
Let's go! Let's go!
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic, and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Off play action, Fields. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Oh, a nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Took till the second half, but finally a red zone opportunity here. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Here's Fields. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
On play action, Fields. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Now Fields. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Here's Fields.
Forced out to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
The San Francisco defense trying to hold tough again. This is 3rd and goal.
Off the option, here's Etienne.
And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
Travis Etienne
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Rams are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the second half.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is trimmed down to 10. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away.
Come on, baby. Let's go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
Let's go, Mike 50. Mike 50.
Second down, they'll go with Akers again.
Shedding the tackle.
Akers has got the first down and then some.
And finally down at the 41-yard line.
116 yards rushing for him now as he tries to will his guys into the Super Bowl.
On first down, Akers. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Now Mond on the bootleg.
He'll buy some time right. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Mond out of the shotgun.
This will be caught at Samuel. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 29-yard line.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
They'll go again here with Akers.
Stops short of the 25, but that second effort got him a couple extra. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left. One quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Steps away to his left. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. Randy Gregory coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. He'll have the win at his back here in the 4th quarter. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that will open the lead up now to 20-7.
So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the 4th.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. But time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the 4th quarter, this possession gigantic. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 2nd and 10, Fields. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Oh, yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete.
But here we go on 4th down, Fields.
Oh, hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. They'll run on 1st down. Akers, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Going right back to Akers.
And he gets it down to the 32.
129 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He can't get him down. And he's going to bring this one down to right about the 20-yard line. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
It's our time, guys. It's our time. Mike 13, Mike 13. He's coming, he's coming. Check in. Let's go, D. It's going to be a long day.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
And he is going to have a Niners first down, at least at first glance, as he'll spot the football just beyond the marker. They find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Check 9, check 9. Check 24, check 24. Mike 50, Mike 50. Come on, baby, come on, let's go.
On the handoff, this is Swift.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
On the ground, it's Akers.
And he'll get this down only to the 18. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
He's coming, he's coming.
They'll look to throw. Touchdown! George Kittle, an 18-yard touchdown grab.
And the Niners are closing in on a Super Bowl berth now as they extend their 4th quarter lead.
Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long, and they've made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like a Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Now the 49ers electing to leave the offense out there and go for 2.
They'll try to run with Swift.
And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Their backs really against the wall now, and we knew how tough it would be for them. You're coming on the road, NFC title game, crazy environment, and certainly just not looking good here in the 4th.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
They'll fake the handoff, now Fields.
Flush to his right. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Fields.
Flushed out right.
He'll get this off to ETN.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Fields on 1st down.
And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A.
Devontae Smith
there to make the grab.
And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
The Rams leave the offense on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll try and throw for it.
And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
So they're able to throw it in for the 2-point conversion. Sometimes that can be a risky play, but they got it.
Yeah, you always have to be careful here because if you do get it intercepted, it's returned by the defense. That's 2 points for them, but you identified an open target and put it right on him.
And it's the 49ers who recover it, and that ought to just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They will take a knee here and cue the celebrations. They are off to the Super Bowl. And the crowd on its feet, and understandably so. They are Super Bowl bound after taking that knee.
How about the ability to celebrate not just winning a championship, but to do it with your fans on your home field? What a great collaboration for them all year long.
Charles, let's focus for a second on the